Be open to different opportunities, even if they're not exactly what you think you want to do. Hi, I'm Imogen McCluskey. I'm a recent graduate of the BA Screen at AFTRS, and I'm working now as a freelance writer and director out in the big bad world of independent filmmaking. I'm also the co-writer and director of Suburban Wildlife, which was a micro-budget feature I made during my time at AFTRS and is about to hit the festival circuit. Here are my top tips for leaving film school. Make the most of your time here and don't think of it as separate to the industry. Film school is very much a part of the industry, and especially at AFTRS you have so many amazing connections that you can make while you're here that will set you up so well for your life after film school. There are always camera attachment opportunities, anything that will really help you learn more about the industry and where you want to go. And part of that is trying out different things. It's a really safe space to experiment and make heaps of films with heaps of different people. Try doing sound, try writing, try directing, try production designing, because you never know until you do it, and then you might be like, oh, I'm actually a composer and I'm really good at it. And you wouldn't have known that if you didn't give it a go. You are a business, so I think it really helps to educate yourself on the business of independent filmmaking, no matter what you're doing. If you're a writer, production designer, anything, think of yourself always as a producer. Part of this is the kind of boring stuff, like putting aside money for tax, setting up an ABN, but it's really necessary and will kind of bite you in the bum if you haven't done it. I think what really helps is having a long, hard think about what career you want to have and realizing that there's no set path to get to where you want to be. So you might want to work for an agency and learn about the industry that way. You might want to work as a freelance director, writer, cinematographer, whatever. There are so many different ways to get to where you want to be, and I think being flexible and open and knowing the skills that you have to offer and knowing where your passions lie is really key to that. So using your time at film school to explore what makes you excited and what makes you excited about making movies and telling stories, and then finding ways to make money off it. Look after yourself. Often when you're starting out, you're working for free or for very little money, and that can really take its toll on your physical and mental health. So I think it's really important to lean on your network of friends and collaborators and check in with yourself regularly and look at the workload you're doing and whether it's sustainable. There are so many pressures that can seem really overwhelming when you're starting out in this industry, and part of coping with that is leaning on your network, being kind to yourself, and realizing that it's not a race. That you set your own path for yourself, you set your own pace, and that you can't really predict a lot of things, so just enjoy what you're doing. Because at this stage, you're still making films with friends, and that is the best fun ever. You're just playing. Try not to be super results oriented, and that will help take a lot of pressure off yourself. And really celebrate your successes. You finished film school, that's amazing. Take some time to celebrate that and sit in that and really know where you want to go and what you want to say. Thanks for watching. You can go back and watch part 1 of my tips for micro-budget filmmaking, and make sure you subscribe to the AFTRS YouTube channel, and you can watch heaps of other videos, my fellow alumni and other amazing people giving their own top tips.